Mind shortcut. What is bandwagon effect? This is a heuristic that our mind uses to save energy. We simply decide according to what the majority does, not using our critical thinking. We assume that if the majority does it, it must be good. Mind shortcut. Bandwagon effect. Example. Peter thinks about what new running shoes he will buy. Recently, thanks to influencers, the model of a young running shoe brand has gone viral. They are being talked about on every social network with lots of ads popping up, and gradually a larger and larger group of people are using them. Under the weight of this social pressure, Peter decides to get these shoes too. He does this without even thinking if they are suitable for him and the terrain he runs on. Mind shortcut. Bandwagon effect. How is it created? According to the latest scientific findings, it's believed that 3 factors are at work. Our brains are trying to save valuable energy, and therefore it is easier to decide to do what others are doing and thus save the energy needed for critical thinking. The second factor is the fact that people do not want to be left alone and out of the group because being excluded by the group used to mean death. By adopting the views and behaviors of the group, people blend in better with it and are less likely to be excluded from it. The final factor is the fact that if something is accepted by the majority, there is a good chance that it will become the norm, and people generally don't want to be on the losing side. Thus, it is a better decision to join the majority and thus increase the chances of being in the group that will eventually win and get its point across. Mind shortcut. Bandwagon effect. What to watch out for. The fact that something is done by most people is admittedly a cue that it may make sense. However, that may not be the case here. Imagine if we created one-size clothing and expected it to fit everyone. That's nonsense, isn't it? And this is exactly what can create a bandwagon effect that takes away the deployment of critical thinking and evaluating if doing the same is really beneficial for us. This effect is very powerful. To escape this effect, we need to take the time to make decisions, get away from a large group of people, and think things through calmly. Of course, such behavior is energetically demanding for our brain, so we will apply it only for important decisions. Mind shortcut. Bandwagon effect. How can we use it? Thanks to social media, if we can spread the idea and create the impression that the majority of people support it, and we reach a tipping point, then the idea product goes viral, and the concept starts to gather more and more supporters like a snowball. After that, it is very hard to stop something like that. We can think of various challenges on social media, for example the so-called cold ice bucket challenge. Unfortunately, again, this can be used in both positive and negative ways. For example, if it is a health hazard challenge and goes viral on social media.